Hello and welcome to episode 4 of series 1 of Master League Story Mode. It is great to have you back. Now, I'm going to do away with the extended introductions that I've done in the first 3, where I take you back through what's happened and what we've been doing and why. I've just realised it's not sustainable. I'm not going to be able to be on episode 20 and be like, oh, hello and welcome to Master League. In episode 1 we did this, episode 2 we did this, 3 we did this, 4 we did this, 5, 6, 7. It would take the entire video. So I'm cutting that out. If you do feel like you've no idea what I'm talking about, who the hell is Tim Sherwood, what's the story mode, what is going on, then just go and watch the first 3 episodes. It's as simple as that, and then you'll be right up to date. And I can not have to do introductions about why I'm not going to do introductions, and it would, we'll be into the action by now. So where are we with the action? Well, Tim is on the verge of making his first 3 signings for the club. And at the end of the last episode, we were just trying to negotiate a little bit of money off Jordan Veretout and Paco Alcacer's loan transfers. So let's see how we get on. I mean, those 2 would be exceptional signings, and we can definitely afford them. 542,000 for Veretout, yes. Absolutely. What a first signing for Tim Sherwood. He's dipped back into his ex-club. He's called in some favours. And he's signed us an absolute midfield maestro there. Look at those stats. Unbelievable. Clinton, again, we're going to leave. Actually, I will just see if we can get any money off. And Alcacer, I mean, we do have to spend close to $1 million. The question is, do we want to invest in long term, or do we want to... He's not a player that we need. As I mentioned, we're looking for an attacking midfielder. I'm going to hold off on this just for a bit. I'm going to see what the scout comes back with. Ideally, we look to buy. We look for long-term success. There he is. First signing. Look at Tim. He's glowing. Tim's very pleased. Look at that. He's beaming. That's a great signing. He's got off to an incredible start in the transfer window. And our scout is back. Exciting. Oh, it's really hotting up now. It's really hotting up. Yep. We're all pleased with that. Now, as I mentioned, the scout report is vital in Master League Story Mode because, we've essentially looked through all the players and the teams that Tim has connected with. And although we've found some gems, obviously Alcacer, Veretout, incredible signings, we're pretty much at the limit there. There's not many others that I would consider are really going to be, league-winning players. So it's the scouting report that's going to win us the league if we get it right. So let's take a look. Now, what have we got? Interesting. Okay, so we've got a winger, a central midfielder, and a Chinese centre-back. That is absolute tripe. There's nothing there we can work with. We've got a winger who's quick, but no. So we're going to have to revisit the scout, I'm afraid. I mean, I'm just disappointed. I really am. As I said, the scouting report is key and is going to be key to our season. There's only so many players we can sign from the teams Tim has relationships with. So the scouts let us down there. I'm let down. I'm sure Tim would be let down. And I, for one, would not want to be Blackburn Rovers head of recruitment, Tommy Johnson, right now. I can just imagine Tim saying, look, fucking hell, Tommy, yeah? I'm disappointed. That's an awful Tim Sherwood impression, but bear with me. I'm just disappointed. Look, I'm sorry, Tim. Alright? We'll do better next time. Now, I want to see some fucking passion. So it'd be something along those lines. But anyway, we're going to have to send these scouts back out straight away. And I think, maybe we were a little bit naive going with bolster weak spots. I think we need to be slightly more specific. So we're going to really concentrate on our attacking midfielder, which, as we know, is our main area that we want to strengthen. So we'll go for an attacking midfielder. Now, we could look in England, but I feel like to get a bit of value, I'm tempted by the Dutch league, or maybe the Brazilian league. No, I've got a feeling about the Dutch league, so I'm going to go for the Dutch league, and I'm going to go with look for a developing attacking midfielder, something that Tim can mould. You know, he's good at getting the best out of youth players, so we'll go with that. Because I think we're about to sell some players, hopefully. I'm not going to look within the budget. I'm going to give them a bit of a free rein on that. So we'll try to bring in some real young quality from the Netherlands. So that's going to be interesting. We'll see how that pans out. So I think we're going to go with Clinton. And I think that's another good signing there. Yeah, wages are a problem, but again, hopefully we'll have players coming out soon. Now, I've been having a think, how do you solve a problem like a Halser? No, that's awful. How do you solve this problem? Anyway, the problem that I've got with Paco, and why I haven't pulled the trigger, I realise now, is that it's an ethical problem, and that this really comes back to, you know, one of the main things of Master League Story Mode is to keep it realistic, and there's just no way in 2015, 2016 that Blackburn Rovers would be signing a full Spanish international from Valencia on loan. It's just not going to happen, so I'm going to have to say no. It pains me, but it is a no. So I'm sorry everyone who might have enjoyed watching Paco tear up the championship. I would have as well. But it's not for us. So there we go. That's our second signing. Let's keep cracking on there. Hopefully we can sell some players soon. We really need to. Oh, we're into the first game. Now this is exciting. Clinton's joined up with a squad. Yes. Some real dynamism there. We've had some offers for 3 of our squad players who we can definitely afford to get rid of, so that's excellent news. Let's quickly deal with this before we get into the game. Obviously, I'm just going to try and get some more money on all of them. You know, that's just good business sense. Never take the first offer. If we can, and it looks like we can. So what's that combined? Potentially a cool meal, which is always going to help. Free up some wage budget as well. So, it's that time! Oh my god! It's been, what, 4 or 5 hours it feels like of me rambling on about tactics and all of those things before we've even got to our first game. So here we go, we're just about ready to kick off. Trembling with excitement. We're up against Ipswich Town in our first match. Now let's have a look at the teams. Now, have Ipswich got anyone? Not that I recognise. I'm not hugely aware of any of those players. I don't know where the strengths are going to be. They're playing a very similar formation to us. Not quite as attacking. They're playing a flat 3 across the centre. So hopefully Evans and Guthrie can deal with that. But I think we should have the quality. Although potentially look out for Orr on the left, who looks to be their best player. Now, how are we doing? Well, as we saw, we've got Jordan Rhodes and Clinton both on reds here, so they're looking to start the season strong. Unfortunately, Captain Fantastic Grant Hanley is on a downward arrow, and I tend not to play people if they are, so we're going to have to bring in the veteran Kilgallen in his place. But other than that, looks like we're good to go. Just a quick reminder of the tactics. It's fast, counter-attacking, flexible, many in attack, many in defence, compact with a deep defensive line, aggressive, fast breaking, high pressure, Tim Sherwood's passion condensed into a formation, into the tactics. So I can't wait to get going. It's been a ridiculous amount of time. We're playing with some of the great PES Universe or PES World kits. I'll have to put that in the description. I can't remember right now. Let's just make sure we don't have a clash here. That's fine. We're at Ewood Park, starting off the season at home in our lovely blue and white kit. There he is, the Flying Scotsman Jordan Rhodes repping. Hopefully it's going to be a big season. Blackburn bringing in a Premier League pedigree manager in Tim Sherwood, who was hoping to rekindle his former glory at the club, get them back into the Premier League. There he is, Jordan Veretout, our new signing. There's Clinton. The speeding bullet. We're looking to see something impressive from him in the first game. And we're off! The season has begun. Incredible scenes. It's Duffy bringing it out. Looks to Veretout. Out to Evans. Just to play it in quickly to Ng. The give and go there with... Oh, he's got the strength to get away from him. Could it be? Oh, off the post! It's his first touch in a Blackburn shirt. It's a lovely little give and go there. Suggesting potentially some... Marshall cuts back in. Oh, he does well to get around him there. Can he get the cross? And he can. And G again! Wow. Wow, what a start for Clinton. That's almost 2 goals in the first, what, 2 or 3 touches of his career. Great little give and go with Rhodes on the edge of the box. Guthrie, well played there. Looks for Rhodes over the top. It's a decent ball through. Can Rhodes bring it down? He can. Tries to fire in a low cross. Marshall. Oh! Blackburn really pushing here in these opening 10 minutes. Evans looks to release Spur along the wing. There's an early ball into Rhodes. He can't quite get there. It's a decent ball. Blackburn probing here with balls over the top. Veretout out to Spur. In quickly to Ng. Looks to use his pace to get away from the defender. Curls one in. Oh, it's good play from Ng. He's looked dangerous already. Ipswich looking to build an attack here. They've not really shown much in the first half. But that's a great ball over to Orr. Henley's with him there. Duffy well headed out there. That's a good, confident ball out there. Evans looks to bring it forward. Puts it off to Ng. He looks to use his pace. Looks inside to Veretout. Cuts it in nicely to Marshall. It's a calm finish from Ben Marshall. Veretout, the creator, unlocking the defence with a lovely ball through. And Ben Marshall able to take it down with confidence and slot it calmly past the Ipswich goalkeeper. And that's a great start to the season. Tim, very pleased. Very, very pleased with that. And the crowd go wild. The Ewood Park crowd, who are really in huge anticipation of a successful season. Veretout cuts back inside, sees the run there of Marshall. It's a nice little chip through ball. Great take by Marshall. Great finish. So it's 1-0. Great start to the season. Really well played there. Blackburn have had the lion's share of possession. Oh, but that's a defensive misunderstanding there. Great little through ball back. Oh, Spur with a last-ditch tackle there. Absolutely necessary on Toure. There was a huge defensive mess up there from Kilgallen and Hanley on the right. Or Henley. Henley and Hanley. But look at that. He just does enough to put him off. Steele's able to tip it over the bar. Oh, Kilgallen again with a mistake. All the mistakes have come from the ageing centre-back, who is not our first choice. But Henley does really well there to mop up. Guthrie. Oh, he's dispossessed there. He's taking too long. He's looking for the run of Ng. Great tackle there by Ben Marshall. It's Rhodes. Takes it round him. It's a tight angle. Fires it in straight at the keeper. Jordan Rhodes' first opportunity, real opportunity of the season. We're expecting big things from Jordan Rhodes this season. As I mentioned at the beginning, he is a player with real championship pedigree. And it's 1-0. Blackburn Rovers. Great start, great start. Tim will be pleased at half-time. I think we've seen good ball winning, good passion as he would want, breaking quickly. And, well, I mean, actually, considering it's a counter-attacking style we're playing, we've had absolutely the lion's share of possession, 63%, so that's great news. Back into the second half. Oh, it's a good knockdown there from the Ipswich centre forward. Oh, it's a great ball through to Murphy. Oh! Absolute heartbreak at the beginning of the second half. Blackburn switched off. Sherwood not pleased. Not pleased at all. Murphy able to capitalise on a defensive mistake there, really, from Duffy. Lets his man get ahead of him. and switches off. And Kilgallen looking to play offside. Caught out of position. And that is soft. It's ball into NG. Header. Oh! That's a lovely whipped early cross in there from Marshall. NG manages to get ahead of his marker. Get his head on it, but it was always tricky. He's had to stoop to get onto it. Kilgallen looking to make up for his earlier problems. Good ball there from Rhodes. Outside of the boot from Marshall. Rhodes can't quite get there. It's great defending from Smith. The ball falls to Veretout. Marshall, first time shot. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh. Guthrie, good play on the edge of the box. Oh, the crowd thought that was in. A lot of the Blackburn fans were celebrating the goal there as it came off the post behind the goal. Good play from Guthrie. Cultured play on the edge of the box to cut back inside the man. And then sets up to curl it. It's a great curl, but not quite. Veretout, great ball out to Henley. Puts it in front of him to launch him forward there. Henley cuts inside. Oh, it's a great little turn from NG. Couldn't quite get it away. It's really getting scrappy here. Oh, that's really poor from Duffy. Once again has to resort to a last-ditch tackle. Ipswich here. Could this be an absolute knockout blow? No. Veretout looks to launch the break. It's a good run from Rhodes. Oh, they've lost the momentum there. Rhodes. Goal! Unbelievable! In the 90th minute. It's a quick break there from Blackburn. It looked like they'd lost the momentum as he played it out to Guthrie, but it was good play from Ben Marshall to hold the ball up just long enough to slot Jordan Rhodes through, just as Sherwood was looking to bring on some substitutes. They left it very late, but wow, the Blackburn fans really pleased there. When Rhodes knocked it out to Guthrie, looked like the break might be off. It was a nice crisp ball into Marshall. He does well to turn away from the defender, and it's a simple ball to Rhodes. The defence back off, which is a big mistake against Jordan Rhodes, and from that distance with that much space, you've got to fancy him to score. The Flying Scotsman, Jordan Rhodes, hammers it in, and this looks like it could easily be Blackburn's first win of the season. It's just got to keep it tight now in these final moments of the match. Good header by Duffy. Kilgallen not messing around now. It's good. Can Marshall get there ahead of Tab? Tired legs there from Marshall, but he does well to put the pressure on. A goal now from Ipswich would be a cruel, cruel end to this first match for Tim Sherwood. Oh, no way! No way! Unbelievable. Kilgallen again is just too slow. He's caught out by Ipswich's long ball, which they've been playing all match. I don't know what he does there. He tries to take a touch, but Toure is just too quick. Nicks it off him. And it was always going to be a goal from that position. I cannot believe this. Tim is apoplectic. That could be the last touch of the game, really. NG, could this be? Could it be? Oh, that was it. That was the last chance. Ah, oh, I'm gutted. Absolutely gutted. Oh dear. Two knockout, absolute sucker punches there from Ipswich. One at the beginning of the second half and one in the 92nd minute. Blackburn had it won twice. Had all the possession. Ipswich with only 2 shots on target, both of which were goals. Cruel, cruel stuff there. Now, I don't know where the problems were, really. I mean, we were caught. Kilgallen was caught over the top with 2 through balls, and he made a lot of mistakes. I mean, he was good at headering balls out, but really, when it came down to it, he was the weak link. That's a real shame. Real shame. We've got some movement, though, at least. In the transfer window, we should be able to get rid of 5 players, which I think we need to, really. And that is just about all we have time for in episode 4. And it's good now that we're up and running. And if you've made it from episode 1 to the end of episode 4, having only watched one game, then congratulations to you, and thanks for humouring me at least. Now, I don't know whether you actually want to see more of the games than that. That was quite a quick montage of the last game, or the first game of the season even. So let me know in the comments, but in the next episode, we've got our first away game of the season as we head to the Midlands to play against Birmingham City and hopefully come back from that disappointing draw on the first day of the season. Hopefully we'll let's see if our scouts have had a good trip to the Netherlands, found us a young attacking midfielder to drive the team forward. And yeah, as always, go on, just subscribe. I hate having to say it. Maybe I'll even stop saying that. Follow me on the Instagram at TacticsTim, where I've been posting some pretty hilarious stuff. And Twitter as well, where I'll keep you up to date with what's happening. The next episode will be out on Friday, so stay tuned for that, and we'll see you in a bit.